the center position, standing 6'11", number 9, Nikola Vucevic. At guard, at 6'6", number 2, Lonzo Ball. At guard, 6'3", wearing the letter O, Damian Lillard. The head coach for your Portland Trailblazers is Chauncey Billups. Let's hear it for your home team.
We're wearing our costumes. We hope you are too. Happy Halloween as 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. DA, take it away.
Good evening to you, Kevin. Patrick Williams was a 5-star recruit out of high school. Now, scoring came easily for him, but he chose Florida State to learn how to play defense. He said offense will take care of itself. It takes somebody special to sit down on defense. Stops are what win the game. And Kevin, that two-way game saw him taken 4th in the 2020 draft.
Yeah, I love his game. That was a good report. Thank you. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Friday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build them.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. White is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Johnson, then it's Payne, and it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. And for Portland, hands out there with Vucevic, then it's Damian Lillard, then there's Norman Powell, and it's Ball in at the 2. Well, it's certainly our treat to bring you, the fans, NBA action here on Halloween. And Greg, as a parent, how many pieces of candy do your kids get to have in one night?
Oh, they came back loaded down, and you can't let them eat it all. Maybe 5 pieces or so, and then you hope they forget. Oh, wow. And we've witnessed DeRozan improve big time as a playmaker. His court awareness is really at an elite level.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. On the wing, Nance from the arc, and again it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Going inside, and Payne slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And don't be surprised when it is that Lonzo Ball rises up like that. He can get it done.
Powell with the steal. Pass to Lillard. Nance a screen on White. Lillard from outside gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 6 points.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
That one falls. And it's 9 points for lights out.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Pass to Vucevic. Lillard outside. Vucevic setting the pick for Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Well, all eyes on Lillard defensively, and that causes a big-time breakdown, and he's quick to take advantage.
Offensive rebound, Johnson. That's good from Payne on the assist by Johnson. And 11 points for lights out.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Vucevic is screen on White.
2 minutes remaining.
To the paint. Here's Nance. Payne with the block. Here's Johnson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
All right, look who's coming out on the court. Come on, give it up for your Blazer dancer.
Whiteside's checked in for Vucevic. Caboclo comes in for Nance. Little, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lonzo Ball. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Williams, he's checked in for Johnson. Green comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Rivers, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kobe White. Here's Payne. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Inside, Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Well, I would say that's as high percentage as you're going to get from Hassan Whiteside. He really takes off on those dunks.
Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
Simons, the pass to Whiteside. He goes up again, and the shot goes in. Whiteside's got his second bucket.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Fires the three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, let's give a shout-out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did. This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Lillard from outside. Green with the rebound. Driving the lane. Payne's shot is good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now with Damian Lillard able to play off the ball. He explained how that helped him get open.
Getting the ball later in possessions when the defense isn't so sharp. You know, usually at the beginning of a defensive possession is get over the first screen. You know, the energy is up, they're interested, and usually at about 12 seconds they're a little tired. The interest goes down.
Well, and Damian Lillard, Greg, accustomed to making shots with the clock winding down.
They have a phrase for it. Whether the defense is locked in or not, that clock is ticking down to Dame time.
C.J. McCollum.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Trailblazers.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Vucevic is out there with Brown. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Simons in at the 2.
And this has really always been a staple of his game. You see how confident DeRozan is with that mid-range.
Here's Vucevic up and in on the layup.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
White against Ball. McCollum outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so Powell will bring it up for the Trailblazers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Passes it to Vucevic. Simons surveying the D. It's hauled in by the Bulls. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
Yeah, even when it comes to matchups where it looks like one side should be the clear favorite, those brief 2-game series often end 1-1. We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Outside, Ball. Up top, Powell. DeRozan defending. The shot by Powell, no good.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Johnson kicks to Williams. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive scheme.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the pass to White. McCollum dishes to White. Outside Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they take the lead. McCollum's got 6 here in this quarter.
CJ just so smooth and is a marksman from 3.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And standing 6'3" at that shooting guard spot, you know, the naysayers will question McCollum's lack of size defensively.
Well, it might not be, GA, the size part of it defensively. It's the fact that you'd like to make more of an impact defensively. So forget the size. CJ needs to show some more effort on that end. The best part about CJ is that he usually wins the matchup on a nightly basis because he's such an incredible scorer, and that's where maybe you make up the difference.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Caboclo, he's checked in for Vucevic. Nance comes in for Brown. Little, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Payne, he's checked in for Alize Johnson. Green comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Alex Caruso in for White. Williams inside. Nance on him. Williams, that's good.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Lillard finds Nance. Now Little. Lillard, right side. Payne grabs the board. Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Williams sends a screen for Payne. Over Nance. Payne can't hit. Now Little. Here's Lillard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First team foul.
Lillard just plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside.
He throw good, Damian Lillard.
And Lillard loves the responsibility on a nightly basis as the leader of this team to get out there and set the tempo for what they're trying to do.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Trailblazers lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the baskets, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And for that game against the Thunder, it's one they expect to win, but can't take for granted. It's hard to sustain your focus when you're playing a lesser team. That said, if they approach this game the right way, they should have no trouble.
And now let's get back to the Portland Trailblazers, dealing with a thin margin at the half.
We have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second unit, but tonight, they've been the key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost is huge.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. It's been one outstanding game from lights out.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
I'm sitting here with former NBA dunk contest champion Brent Berry. Brent, how do you feel about how modern offenses sometimes back away from the paint?
Well, I love it, Kevin. By the way, in the dunk contest, you know there's no defense. So I'm all for that, too, because I didn't play that. But will we go back to low post play? I think what's happened is the post now is used more as an opportunity for offenses to penetrate the defense and then create more movement on the perimeter, and then the ball comes back out. And looking for those three-point shots and taking a higher percentage of those is leading to more winning. So I'm not sure when that changes.
So the Bulls 5 right now. We've got White. Payne out there with DeRozan. Then it's Johnson, and it's McCollum in at the 2-guard spot. White against Lillard to the inside. And the jam by Larry Nance.
So fun to watch Larry Nance Jr. get up and be in flight.
DeRozan on the wing. Lillard against White. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Vucevic with the rebound. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Portland. Powell kicks to Lillard. Pass to Vucevic. And he uses the glass on the way. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Who wants a free T-shirt? Make a little noise. Your Blazer dancer. Who's coming out on the court. Come on, give it up for your Blazer dancer.
checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Ball. Chicago has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Steps back and fires. No good off the back of the rim.
May not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Here's Powell. That one, no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Cullen passes to White. To McCollum. To the middle. Here's Payne. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, if you go to Levi, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Lillard against White. And Lillard kicks to Caboclo. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists now in the game. Passes it to Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now here's McCollum. He's tightly guarded. Step back on that one and let it fly. McCollum's got it all tied up now for Chicago.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
It's Danger Bonanza. Make a little noise. All right, look who's coming out on the court. Come on, give it up for your Blazer dancer.
Whiteside's checked in for Vucevic, and it's Little in for Norman Powell. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Alize Johnson. Green comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Alex Caruso in for...
Oh, what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Caruso. Sinks the three-pointer. Caruso's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lillard outside. The pass to Simons. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made by.
And it's slammed in by Whiteside. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Shoots the three. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got 10 points here in the second half.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Williams with the block. Now here's Payne. Defense is right there. Misses the step-back jump shot. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Lillard.
And Lillard right now doing some heavy lifting for the ball club on the offensive end.
Payne's shot is good. Payne's got 12 points now in the quarter.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And it's lights out with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
On the floor for your Trailblazers.
5 seconds left in the third. Here's Lillard, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Bulls out front. They're up by 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you.
Simon, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Chicago also making a switch. Payne, he's checked in for Johnson. Trailblazers trail by 7. Little out there with Nance. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Vucevic. And it's Simons into the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by Chicago.
Here's Payne. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Inside, Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic a force around the rim.
Here's Payne. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got his 4th assist in this one.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
To the inside. Vucevic. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Payne. Shoots over Ball. Payne's shot is good. And now a 12-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Portland's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Kicks it to Little. That's to Vucevic. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
So for the Trailblazers, Norman Powell comes in for Little. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Johnson, he's checked in for the Bulls. Alex Caruso comes in for Kobe White. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He told them this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. They have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic.
Somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Another 3 for Chicago.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, and what will turn out to be a win here for the Bulls.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Lights Out.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA. Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. Here's McCollum. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to. Right now trying to put this one away.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being together and playing well?
We're just making everybody comfortable. We're making each and everybody on this team comfortable. If it's jump shots, if it's attacking the basket, even if it's on the defensive end, we're just giving each other confidence every time we practice.
And it sure looks like it out there tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our New Balance Player of the Game. Lights out.